Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And according to the media, Star Wars fans just love The Last Jedi now.
Oh yeah, of course.
They love it now. I don't know what is going on, but there's a lot of talk about The Last Jedi. Again, we're talking 5 years after the damn movie came out.
When has it stopped? They keep trying to get it trending on Twitter all the damn time, and they just will not let it go. I can't quit you.
Yeah, it's really weird, and it's coming up in articles that really have nothing to do with it. In fact, there was an article out there on May the 4th from CNET echoing a sentiment you said.
Yeah, I said the same thing earlier that day.
That Obi-Wan Kenobi is kind of the last hope for Star Wars under Disney, but the author of the article doesn't like the direction Disney Star Wars is taking now, but love The Last Jedi.
Yeah, they go on about how they're worried about where Star Wars is going because they want it to go back. They're trying to get this narrative that everybody wants it to go back to The Last Jedi, and that is not the truth.
No, it's not. Most people have moved on completely. They don't care one way or the other. Even people that were very much against The Last Jedi have just moved on to other franchises or just kind of threw their hands up in the air and said Star Wars isn't for me anymore. But so they're taking one Reddit thread to mean that the entire toxic fandom has all of a sudden done a 180.
Right, which is not true. But beyond that, I just want to point out, when you see the merchandise and you see the stuff coming out, it's classic Star Wars. It is not, very rarely, is it anything to do with the Disney sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
You might get a Kylo and a Rey once in a while, but for the most part, it is the classic stuff. They just did a Vera Bradley print for May the 4th. All classic Star Wars.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Even in the theme parks, it seems like they're doubling down on classic Star Wars.
Not this shit. And then they tried the Star Cruiser.
Yeah.
Look how well that's going for them.
Yep.
Just saying. So no. People aren't clamoring for more of The Last Jedi.
Let's talk about this before we get into it any further. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 267,000 subs.
Woo-hoo.
Thank you so much for the support. We do talk about Star Wars, not nearly as much as we used to, because frankly, we're not excited about the franchise anymore.
And it makes me sad.
Yeah, it is. It used to be like the most important thing in pop culture was, oh my God, a new Star Wars movie is coming out.
I even said that on May the 4th. I think to that comment that I had posted, I think underneath it I had made another comment. Maybe not, it was this one. But yeah, I did. I said, I really want Obi-Wan Kenobi to be good. Have very little hope. I so do, but my level of expectation is so low, it's underground anymore, and I hate that. I feel that way. Star Wars has been a big part of my life, and it breaks my heart to feel that way. We don't want things to suck. We want the opposite, but we have zero expectation.
Yeah, but apparently everybody's walking it back on The Last Jedi.
Everybody. The media is trying to start this narrative.
They're starting the narrative that everybody is walking it back.
To what end?
It's difficult to understate how much anger The Last Jedi generated. Rian Johnson's hugely anticipated sequel to The Force Awakens was praised by critics but pillared by fans, upset at the disrespectful treatment of Luke Skywalker and the mere presence of Laura Dern's Admiral Holdo.
That wasn't what the problem was. There was no point to Holdo.
And the complaints about the tactical realism of fantasy space warfare.
Wait, what?
But when the Holdo maneuver, no, that's not the issue. The issue is if that was actually a thing, they'd be sending droids into battle that way to just crash spaceships into...
Well, wouldn't have been that. If you're going to give someone credit for that, give it to Leia or something like that. Not this was it purple hair chick that just showed up?
Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Thousands of guys with scraggly beards took to YouTube to yell their spittle-flecked fury. Several of the film stars were chased off of social media.
No, they weren't.
And Rian Johnson was attacked as a hack, fraud, communist feminazi.
Okay, whoa. So this writer is an istophobe, confirmed, because I have a problem, and I'm sure a lot of the other girls out there who did not like The Last Jedi have a problem with them saying that it was all scraggly bearded guys on YouTube.
I don't have a beard.
But here's my thing. We're not men. So are you sexist? Apparently they're sexist.
Obviously.
Because they're deliberately talking over all the women and trying to make it sound like it's just one pigeonholed group, paying them out to be this thing that they're not, just so that they can try to be dismissed. So they're already setting up their argument as, well, you have to dismiss those people. Because they're just these trolly, scraggly, bearded, whatever. People that you would just, ignore normally. Well, that isn't true. There's a lot of well-educated people and a lot of people who weren't men. A lot of people who weren't straight, white, and male too. Just saying. I know, mind blown, right?
God. 4 years on from its release, and fans have decided The Last Jedi was actually pretty great. No, they haven't. A popular thread on our Star Wars reevaluating the movie, with the OP saying that, like many, they absolutely hated the movie, but on rewatch, they found a lot to like, praising Luke's story arc on rediscovering hope.
No, I doubt that.
No, they didn't. And this is not...
Yeah, their popular thread. That's their popular thread.
700 upvotes, 500 comments. That, by Reddit standards, is not massively popular.
No.
It's one thread on Reddit, and even if you dig into the comments, and it's only 71% upvoted, dig into the comments, and it's very much a mixed bag.
So basically what it's going to do is most people don't care, so they're not even commenting back. Yeah. And then they're taking that as, look, it's a win. No, it's called apathy, which is actually way worse than people getting mad about it.
Others agree, saying it was nice to watch a Star Wars movie with an unpredictable plot, and saying that it has gloves-off storytelling. Many also say that in retrospect, the shock factor of unceremoniously killing off Snoke is very fun, though sadly the opportunity to focus on Kylo Ren as the core antagonist was never capitalized on.
Basically, I rewatched it and I like it, and so I'm going to use this now as an opportunity to go on again, talking about it was years ago and they won't get over it, says the person writing a whole article on it.
Many replies also correctly identify that a big reason why The Last Jedi is seeing a big rehabilitation among fans, it was followed by the truly dreadful rise of Skywalker.
But what doesn't make sense? People were already mad at The Last Jedi before The Rise of Skywalker. By that argument, that people are only mad at it because of Rise of Skywalker, and that's not true. Basically what happened was all the people that you had, like you, this person writing, that were white knighting for The Last Jedi and creaming in their pants over The Last Jedi, got pissed when they walked it back for Rise of Skywalker. So they had somehow managed to piss everyone off with Rise of Skywalker.
The film's story was altered after Lucasfilm got paranoid after The Last Jedi hate, resulting in the boneheaded decision to bring Emperor Palpatine back and retcon Rey.
Well, I do think that was a boneheaded decision.
I think it was. I think at that point, it's like the damage was already done. You were better off just riding it out and trying to mitigate damage.
You got one sentence we agree on. Also, I want to point out, they said earlier that a bunch of people were chased off of social media. That is not what happened. It was one person, and it was like a couple people, and they've ridden that wave forever.
This is just an opinion piece. Here's hoping Rian Johnson's long-in-development Star Wars trilogy isn't completely dead. We'd love to see him return to a galaxy far, far away. That is it. That's
the article.
That's the article. It's basically like, I like The Last Jedi. A handful of other people like The Last Jedi now on Reddit, and neener.
And that means all fans have decided. Because, don't you know this means that fans like them have decided to agree with his opinion. And I'm just so tired. But it's weird, because you said all of a sudden all these sites are just suddenly putting up this Last Jedi stuff recently.
Yeah. So this one, this is coming from CNET. And, they talked about how Obi-Wan is the last shot Disney gets at fixing Star Wars. Now, you'd think this person would be like, Star Wars has been damaged for a long time, and, Obi-Wan is like the last shot to get it right. Oh, no. They loved The Force Awakens. They loved The Last Jedi. And then Star Wars went downhill.
Yes, it was great until, The Rise of Skywalker. I'm sure they're probably going on about neckbeards, too, because these dumbasses have no other narrative to run with.
Yeah, so...
Straw man.
Yeah, it absolutely ruled. The Last Jedi absolutely ruled.
Whoa. It's all the same talking points.
It is.
Now she got it right after a well-made, albeit safe, homage movie in The Force Awakens. Star Wars broke the mold with The Last Jedi, a movie that challenged the assumptions about Jedi lore and other hokey-pokey bullshit.
But the notions of nostalgia and fandom itself. So what is going on?
And they all have talking points they're all writing these articles about.
5 years after the fact,
Get over it!
After The Last Jedi is in the rearview mirror for most people, we're starting to see more articles about The Last Jedi.
Next paragraph. No, down here.
This was a movie that told us to let the past die, killed if you have to.
Yes, let it die. I'm all for killing this movie.
Yeah. Everyone here we go. Disney panicked. Rise of Skywalker, a cobbled together spreadsheet of a movie was the result. Same talking point.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They're all saying the exact same thing in lockstep around the same time. So what's going on? Was Rian Johnson trying to appeal for a movie again?
Something is up. And it's all coming out around the time of May the 4th. It's all coming out around the time of Obi-Wan. And again, most people have moved on from The Rise of Skywalker and or The Last Jedi, and what the hell is going on?
Well, yeah, in the end, like, in the wake of Rise of Skywalker, we've seen Star Wars do little but pander to an audience desperate to bask in nostalgia. You mean the audience that kept it around for years? The fans that have been there for decades? Why would you ever want to please them when you can go please these whiny bitches on CNET?
Yeah. So what is going on? This feels like somebody at Lucasfilm is reaching out to people and being like, hey, start talking about The Last Jedi again. So what's happening that we have to talk about The Last Jedi again?
And they're like, we devolved into a cursed collective that judges the quality of shows like The Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett based on the quality of cameos. No, dumbass. People were like, why are these characters like Boba Fett not acting like Boba Fett? And why are they a side character in their own show? That's what most fans were talking about. You'd know that if you pulled your head out of your asses and took some breath. Did a grotesquely CGI'd Luke Skywalker turn up? Good. No Ahsoka Tano or Baby Yoda? Bad. It's utterly warped.
And that's how we end it.
This is your definition of utterly warped?
Okay.
That's a little bit extreme over a Star Wars opinion. Don't you think, CNET?
So you look for stories on The Last Jedi in the last week or so, and all of a sudden we've got articles praising it again. Screen Rant. Last Jedi's brilliant plotting is broken by Lego Star Wars. Screen Rant again. Star Wars 10 can prove Rey's Last Jedi lesson was always right. Ben Solo 3 hours ago on Screen Rant. The Holdo maneuver on Screen Rant. What the hell is going on? Polygon. Star Wars needs more moral ambiguity, and they probably talked about The Last Jedi. And it's only been the last week or two. What's going on?
Yeah, something's up.
Something is up. Something is up, because all of a sudden is Disney going to double down, or are they going to connect Obi-Wan to The Last Jedi somehow, and they're already preemptively trying to tell people that, like, oh yeah, The Last Jedi was the best. Let's retcon.
It could be,
history.
Or it could be, like I said, that maybe because they all keep bringing up Ryan Johnson and getting more movies. Is it because there's something trying in the back end that he's trying to get people to help him get another movie? I don't know. Something is definitely fishy.
When it comes to the media, you don't see the same talking points come up again and again and again
in a short period of time.
In a short period of time, unless there's somebody behind it whacking the beehive to get them to do it. Now, I'm not saying Disney or Lucasfilm is reaching out to these people definitively, but it is odd that in the last week there are so many articles defending The Last Jedi, same talking points, because of the Rise of Skywalker ruining the sequel trilogy. They're all shitty movies.
The sequel trilogy was a piece of shit to begin with.
You're all ugly, girls. Girls, you're all ugly, And most fans actually think that Disney has done right by fans with The Mandalorian and those cameos you don't like, because at the end of the day, the Luke Skywalker merchandise sells, the Baby Yoda merchandise sells.
No one gives two shits about your Last Skywalker stuff. Yep. It didn't sell.
Oh shit, are they gonna put Holdo in Obi-Wan? Young Holdo?
Oh, probably. There's a reason. There'll be some connection. Just wait and see. There's some connection they're trying to make that, it's fishy as hell.
There's been a disturbance in the Force.
And they think people are too stupid to catch on what they're doing.
Yeah, so keep an eye on Obi-Wan. I have a feeling that there are going to be Obi-Wan and Last Jedi comparisons.
There's something going on.
Something is.
It's all those, stubbly, neckbeard, idiot YouTube men.
YouTube men. The shout men of YouTube. All right.
At least they're men.
We're going to wrap.
Say for that person. Anyways.
We're going to wrap this up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.